Welcome to the 250 Gemstones News TV channel. I'm your host, Michael T. Porter, and I am bringing the news to your ass like no other. I have another bomb live news segment, but before I begin, y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, and share button, hit the notification bell so you know when I am dropping. Also, if you would like to support your board, support the mission, support the channel, Cash App, $Michael US. Once again, Cash App, Michael US. Katt Williams looked like everything that nigga said beginning of this year, exposing Hollywood, exposing the black gatekeepers have been true. Hand clap. Katt, hand clap. Whoo! Absolutely. That's just crazy. That's absolutely crazy that everything that he said was true. Everything. There's a lot of changes going on with YouTube. So I have a podcast. Oh, podcast. I wanted to see something. There's a sharing info. Can I put stuff? Hold on. Oh, okay. I thought I can write while on it. I can't. Yeah, so I have a new podcast, obviously rare podcast, but for some reason not showing up on YouTube Music. But the podcast is on the channel. Look for it. Look on my playlist. 250G, obviously rare podcast, because gemstones, we are rare. We are a rare breed over here. We do things a little bit different. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Those of you that have been rocking with me since day one. Those who just found the channel, I appreciate y'all too. But we stepping it up all the way up, and I think there's gonna be the last few changes I make on my side, but YouTube. So now shorts can be 3 minutes now. I don't know why they're making the shorts longer, because people attention span ain't that long. Then I'm hearing that the YouTube consumers want longer videos when they're studying for school, when the people are driving. A lot of people commute to work or on the road trips. They want to hear, even though they can't watch it while they're driving, they want to hear, their favorite podcaster. So I'm hearing both sides. YouTube is presenting both sides. They want creators to do short form, medium form, and long form. So it's all to suit everybody that watches, consumes YouTube videos. So we do it for y'all. But I don't mind, because I do long. I do a lot of shorts. It's no big deal to me. And even on the YouTube studios, now they have a comment. They have a comment button. So I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I have a podcast. I was trying to see if I can pull up the podcast on YouTube Music, but it won't go. But it's okay. I just want to make sure I look good. I'm going to talk about this Katt Williams thing, man. This is crazy. Yep. This Katt Williams thing is crazy, and nobody has sued Katt Williams, which is wild. Nobody has sued Katt Williams, and this is so wild. But it seems like everything is checking out with the man. It seems like everything is holding up on his side. And when you have truth, man, when you really wild, when you really have truth, there's nothing that can really stop you. When you have truth, there's nothing that can stop you. So I just found it interesting how he was going after Cedric. He went after all these people. And I'm going to be honest, I thought Steve Harvey was legit. I thought Steve Harvey was a real one. Shame on me. Willie D been getting on Steve Harvey. Katt Williams now getting on Steve Harvey. And it was like, I thought Steve Harvey was legit. And come to find out, this man is straight caca. He's one of them. Steve Harvey is one of them. Oh, let me do one more check. I'm trying to make sure the clarity is good. Cause I got 10. I got 1080p. Cause I set it to 1080p. So I just want to make sure when y'all watching this, I just want to make sure y'all got some clarity going on. But yeah, absolutely wild. Let's see, jump to this Katt Williams thing because everything said about Ricky Smiley and everybody wearing dresses. He said that Martin Lawrence wanted him to wear a dress. Look at this. Oh, come on, y'all. I'm gonna get copyright, but look at these are the men in Hollywood that he was talking about. This is all the men in Hollywood that Katt Williams was talking about. God damn. Chris Rock. Look. Chris Tucker. Woo! This look like downtown Dallas. This is like this look like every downtown in America. You gonna see one of these. Look what they did to Wesley. Look what they did to this nigga Wesley Snipes. There's a lot of our black men that come out the house looking like this. There's a lot of black men that come out the house. Look at this. Emasculating black men. Everything that Katt Williams said. You know what's crazy? Well, I never knew. By the time I come, I think these movies are older than me. I never knew that Wesley Snipes was into this kind of thing. I just never knew. This is absolutely bonkers what's going on up in here. I'm like, this is scary. Can you imagine walking down the street downtown, you enjoying yourself, coming from a nice dinner with your old lady, or by yourself, just want to get away, clear your mind, had a long week at the office. It's Friday night, want to take a load off, and you walking towards your car and you see this. Look at this shit here. You walking towards your car and you see this mess right here. Absolutely horrifying. Everything that Katt said, that's crazy. Nobody's coming out to sue him. Joanna, man. Ving Rhames. Oh my God, bruh. Is that Will Smith? This is why they mad at Katt Williams. Look at this, y'all. I don't know if this is a real movie. I don't know if this is a real movie. Oh, let me see. I think it's Photoshop. Yeah, I think that's Photoshop. Yeah, I think there's a Photoshop. I don't think that last one on I don't think this picture is legit. But all the other ones are, to my recollection. Look at Murder Urkel. And as a man, how can you be cool with even first off dressing like a schoolgirl, dressed up like a 6'5" schoolgirl, and you coming on to Eddie Winslow. I always wondered, so when they were rehearsing these lines, what was going on through their minds? Because his role was to kiss on Eddie. Jaleel White sold his soul. His whole thing, he was talking like a Southern belle from the South, fresh out the plantation fields. Used to be a sex slave. Now she got a little bit of education, and she's just running off. Now she's trying to find her a husband. Now she can finally read a map, and she's trying to find her way to a husband. This is Murder Urkel. Like I think she's from Alabama somewhere. This is Jaleel White playing Murder Urkel, trying to get on Eddie Winslow's butt. And Eddie Winslow, he's down there too. He's with it. He's with Sydney Starr. What? Kel? They all look at our. They ain't my black men, but look at Keenan, Martin. Woo! I don't know who this fella is. Who is this, y'all? Who is this? Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan played a gay cell. He was sleeping with that Italian dude in The Longest Yard. I want y'all to look. That's a lot. And what's his name? Brandon T. Brandon said he sold his soul for this role, and he regret doing this movie because the movie wasn't good either. I'm like, during the rehearsals, how did y'all feel comfortable with lipstick and everything? Sold their souls. Oh, Dennis Rodman. Charles. I don't know what's wrong with my speech lady. Charles Barkley. Look at Cedric. They couldn't find an older black woman to play these mama roles. This big mama energy has been passed on to black men for a long time. That's why all this sassiness. Look at all this mess here. Who's this? Jamie Foxx. They all weird, bro. I don't know who this fella is. Is that Richard Pryor? I don't know who this is. That man got some big old biceps. Now, I don't know some of this stuff. Man got some huge biceps. Now, this is supposed to be Dwayne Johnson. I don't know if that's real. And Billy Porter, the Antichrist. In my opinion, it's my First Amendment speech, not bashing anybody. I do have the right to voice my opinion and express myself. This is that was a long list. Whew. This goes to show you, I think there's a change in the atmosphere. I think there's a change in what's really going on in the world. I think good people have had enough of the foolishness.
With this new AI technology.
Oh, hold on.
What you do, not work hard. And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Katt Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike. Wait. And Katt Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now let's 3 quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Mm.
Well, I didn't know
He shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let a athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats. Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man, you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was.
Sir, no one, why no? He was with KD. He beat up Terry Crews. Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and what?
So
Ricky Smiley knows this. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie.
But that sassiness. Y'all see that sassiness? He's imitating Ricky Smiley, all that sassiness, all that. He just can't stand Ricky Smiley. Damn.
But I can tell you this: we auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
So that's the Ricky Smiley. But I want to see the 14.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah.
Oh, because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know
this man's paying for information. He is paying for information. Exposed this back in January. And he said everybody probably get exposed in 2024. Everybody probably get exposed in 2024.
Many things I should know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studio.
So let me see. I think around 17.
Came through there and made all lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A., he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own
exposing Kevin Hart. He sold his soul. That's Katt Williams letting everybody know Kevin Hart sold his soul. That's why he rose to fame so fast. And there's something I want to. I'm letting him dive in a little bit more. And I want to talk about good folk and dreams and aspirations.
Movie called Soul Plane that he was leading. No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you.
They're gonna keep them lies up. And the lies that they tell the masses and to the youngsters, and I used to believe this crap. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna look a little bit more.
Like it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything.
Call them Satan.
That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen.
And I'm gonna leave it there. So I would just like to say that it's unfortunate that this. Would y'all like my opinion? Would y'all like some of this 250 Gemstones news TV commentary? Well, of course you. That's why your ass is here. I would just like to say that for the youngsters coming up, for good people in the world, you know, especially when you're young and impressionable, you believe all this crap. Like every time you ask people, how did you make it? Because a lot of people want to make it to the industry. They always tell us work hard, or they draw out these extraordinary stories and seem like overcoming all of these obstacles. And a lot of millions of people bought into keep trying, not knowing that no matter how hard you work, you have to sell your soul in order to get to the top. Some way, some fashion. Whether they're giving up dirt on you, whether they got dirt on you, whether you have to wear a dress, whether you have to do things that's compromised, because they don't figure out your characteristics and they want to see how bad you want to be famous. So they're going to put you in a position to where you have to compromise your morals. You understand what I'm saying? So they don't tell us that part. They tell the whole world, because I'm a singer and a writer. I love writing music. I love writing skits. I just love writing. So, you know, going to the top, we always believe we work hard, we do this, you're going to have to sell your soul and have a lot of money. And now, if you want to go independent, you're going to need a lot of money. And the masses, for the most part, don't have that type of cachet, don't have that type of capital. So while you over here fighting for your dream, you are running yourself into the dirt, because it is a system. This is an employer, right? The music industry and everybody in Hollywood, they're all working together. That's why Coca-Cola, from Sprite to all these organizations, they work together. So once you're in there, they have products to sell, from Progressive, from insurance. You know, you're not just an NBA star. You are a product that's there to sell more products. In order to get into that arena, you have to do something strange for a little piece of change. So the reason why I'm bringing all this up, because there's so many talented people. Shout out to all the talented people in the U.S. and around the world who, you know, we will probably never see the top, but keep doing your thing. The reason I'm bringing all this up, hand clap. All the people around the world, singers, songwriters, videographers, all the people who are into the arts, who want to get into music or acting. You know, there's phenomenal talent, beautiful people, men and women that really have a gift of doing this. But, you know, and Hollywood's crumbling anyway. So you got to think of it like this. God still made a way for us, because now we got the internet. Now we got social media. Now you can go on TikTok and become your own fan, you know. But even then, you know, you still got to have that money for the right production. You still got to get your team. You still got to put in that work. Whether you Hollywood or not, still got to put in that work. But it feels good to put in that work knowing that I didn't give up my butt. That's what it's all about, knowing that I didn't compromise my morals, knowing that I put God first, because these people are sick in Hollywood. And there's so many talented people in the world that we will never get to know them, because we ain't gonna sell our soul. We never get to hear their beautiful voices. Musicians around the world. I'll be on YouTube. I'll be seeing so many people like, damn, how come they're not making it? How come they don't got how come they're not known? They're not known because they're not part of the system. They ain't take no blood oaths. They ain't at no Diddy parties. But I say all that to say this, like, whatever your dream is, keep going. You know, get your own team. You know, figure out a way to get that money and come up with your own line, come up with your own brand, get your own equipment. See, I use social media as a good thing, because God saved us through social media. We ain't got to go through Hollywood. You can get your own money now. What you need Hollywood for? If you believe that you're talented and you can create your own fan base, what you need Hollywood for? Hollywood's for the desperate, the people that have the desperate, the soulless. These people have everything in the world and they're still sad because they have no soul. I'd rather have a soul and be broke doing what I love to do, rather than get that quick fame, rise to fame quickly, and somebody's telling me what to do 24. I can't have no other man tell me what to do 24/7. I can't have a man that invested in my damn life. They tell you what to dress, They tell you how to dress, where to go. Even if you don't like the product, you still got to sell the product. They give you all of this stuff. They're going to make you a star. And then, especially if you're a musician, they're going to write your music for you. Wait a minute. I got in the game so I can write my own damn music. I got in the game so I can write my own damn music. So social media is a great thing, from TikTok. I know there's always some discrepancies. Now, I heard they're going to get rid of Twitter. Twitter's still up. Not Twitter, TikTok. TikTok is still up. The U.S. government had beef with the makers of TikTok. The makers of TikTok is, I forgot, it's one of them Asian countries. Let me see. Yes, Asian. See, y'all think Zhang Yemin. Zhang Yemin is the founder of ByteDance, one of the largest global technology companies. The apps in ByteDance portfolio include Toutiao, the largest general news platform in China, and TikTok, the video-based social media app that quickly became popular globally. So this is the man right here, Zhang Yemin. And so y'all be thinking I'm slow, huh? Y'all be thinking I'm slow. So China-based. So they're going to war with China about people's privacy and all that and all this stuff going on. But TikTok is still up. Instagram, these things going to be around for a long time, because a lot of people just love Instagram. Instagram just so easy. And you got other ones coming up. Bing is coming up, but I just like TikTok. And it's just a format, whatever format you like. And TikTok and Instagram very similar, and they got some differences, but they're all very similar. But if you're about that money, you want to get your own exposure. A lot of people don't want to be on TikTok. A lot of people want to be off the grid. I like to be on the grid. You just got to move a certain way, Just keep your family safe. Don't be dropping locations. But we're living in an era where I feel like social media can be used for good. It can be used for evil. So going back to all the people with dreams and aspirations, don't give up. To take away from this video, podcast right now. This is the second episode on the podcast. I just want y'all to don't give up on your dreams, whatever it is, engineering, from musician. And be honest, if the money ain't coming, find a ways to get that money to fund your dreams. We get one life, and it's all about being happy, man. It's all about being happy and getting your soul right, getting right with God first, and everything's going to align itself. Treat people right. Stay out the way when the smoke comes, especially for a man. Tell God, hey, dude, you want me to walk away or do you want me to handle this? I always check with God before I go to war. Always check with God. A lot of things, man, just let it slide. A lot of things, you're going to have to take care of your business. And no matter what you do it wholeheartedly. If you wholeheartedly walking away from a situation, walk away. If it's time to put in some work, wholeheartedly do that too. Have no fear. From musicians, doctors, you want to be a teacher. I know the teachers out there. Shout out to all the teachers out there, especially in America. I know that they have done a disservice to our teachers out there, but a lot of, especially women, they love being around children. They love teaching children, because women, in a way, they're like children in a way. They're the weaker of the species, to a degree. They're very good at things that men are not good at. And, being around children is in their nature to be around children all the time. So shout out to all the teachers. You want to become a teacher, with everyone doing like mechanic, maybe one day own your own mechanic shop. Some people really have a passion for cars, got your own equipment. These people have played with our desires, especially talented people and intellectual people who want the most out of life, not just money, just, compassion, understanding how things work. These people just lie to us, and that's their job, to lie. Oh, just work hard and you'll get $1 million. What job just going to give you that type of money and they don't want nothing in return? Their job is not to make you rich. Their job is to make themselves rich and prey on souls. They really want your soul. They're really in the business of collecting souls. So they use, like Katt Williams say, they use people to destroy souls, to get souls away from God. They use people to lure people away from God. Industry plant. This is what Katt Williams is talking about. Industry plant. You're an industry plant, and these people are just liars from the get-go. How did you get all this money? There's a lot of talented people. There's a lot of great comedians out there. There's a lot of great musicians. There's a lot of great singers. There's a lot of phenomenal writers. How is it that they're not getting this break? First off, this is devil's playland. Anything of that magnitude, especially if it's positive, is going to be even harder to get out. Especially if you're trying to go through Hollywood. See, when you go to Hollywood, you have to play by their rules. It's just like a job. You have to understand, when you go to a job, you have to play by their rules. So, in their rules, even the regular job, I don't agree with all their stuff, but you do your best. I mean, is this job for me? Is the culture for me? And a lot of people, this culture of collecting souls, pushing agendas, pushing ideologies through humor, pushing ideologies through so-called trauma, like prison movies and Ving Rhames and people getting R-words. There's a whole bunch of filth, right? There's a whole bunch of wickedness and agendas, power, money, agendas, and this is what you're signing up for. That's why I say, if you got social media, be safe. Don't be dropping no locations. Handle your business. Build interact with your fans, and just keep them numbers going up. Don't give up. Don't give up. And God's gonna give you what you need. God's gonna give you what you need. These some sick people, y'all. These some sick people, and that's kind of pissed me off because every time they ask Kevin Hart, "How did you do?" His same response: "Just work hard. Just work hard." No, Kevin, just like the rest of them niggas, y'all sold your soul. But y'all flood my comments. Thanks for tuning in to the 250G, obviously rare podcast. I appreciate y'all. Y'all let me know what's really going on. Those of you that have been rocking with me since day one, I appreciate y'all. Those of you who just found the channel, I appreciate y'all as well. 250, capital G, I'm gone.